Welcome guys, my name is Saurabh Pancholi and in this video we will we will see how to use Jupyter Notebook in Anaconda Navigator. So we start Anaconda Navigator to launch our Jupyter Notebook by clicking on this launch button, and this use your default web browser to start. So let's create a new Python file by clicking on this new Python 3, and this is your Jupyter Notebook looks like. So this is your cell. You can write your code here and execute your code by clicking on this run button, and we have many options in this notebook, like you can save your code by clicking on this, and we have a feature called auto save, so your code will save automatically when it will get executed. And by this plus button you can add your one more cell in your notebook, and by this cut button you cut your cell like this, and by this copy button you can copy your cell's code. So let's write some code here. So let's type print hello world, print, and you execute your code by clicking on this run button, so your code will get executed. And you have one more option to execute your code. So let's execute this by pressing shift plus enter. Shift plus enter is a shortcut for run your code in this notebook. And when we are talking about Python programming, we have many options, like we have many IDs like Spider, PyCharm, Visual Studio, and so on. But when we are in learning phase, when we are in beginner mode, Jupyter Notebook is quite nice because you can document it, you can make documentations for your code. You can make headings for your code, like when you use this drop down window and select heading, you can make your code's heading like this, like Python. And when you execute this being your heading for your code. So, and when you want any documentation to write, so you can select markdown and write your documentation here. This is our code, and when you execute this is your documentation. So this is very helpful to understand our code later. And we have many shortcuts in Jupyter Notebook. So you can see the shortcuts in this notebook by pressing H in your keyboard, and when you pressing H in your keyboard shortcuts will get displayed. So these are the command mode shortcuts, and these are the edit mode shortcuts. So edit mode and command mode, when the outline of your cell is blue, so this is your command mode, and when you clicking on your in your cell and the outline becomes green, so this is your edit mode. And we also have command groups in our Jupyter notebook. So we can see our command groups by pressing SK plus P. So the command group is now displayed. These are our command modes in Jupyter Notebook. So you can see these command mode, and also you can see our shortcuts to fast, to writing fast or good. So this is it for this video. Thank you very much.